Welcome back, everybody, to Facetious, episode 101, brought to you on Monday, December 11, 2017, at approximately 6:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am one of your hosts. I'm Larry, a.k.a. Bluemanrule, and I am happy to be back in front of your eyeballs and in your ears again. I am joined, as usual, by my main Damie. The man with the new CPU groove. It is none other than Mike, a.k.a. Scarfinger, a.k.a. Real Talk. What's up, dog?
Look. Check this out. Check this out. I got two things. One for the people, for the culture. Watch this. Hold on. Wait. For the people who are listening and not watching on YouTube, I am going to vape, and no one's going to hear it.
Here it is. And he's done.
Nothing.
The man figured out voice gate technology, and I'm proud of him. Like, I couldn't be happy.
Well, I needed to do something because my this blue snowball that I just got. I just got this blue snowball recently, and it was see, I thought it was a problem with my old blue snowball, and that's the reason why I bought this one. But apparently, like the software. It wasn't the cable. It's the software. Like the software just wasn't. It wasn't very loud. And like when I was recording Scarcasm, like I could see like my I could see my levels in Skype because I thought the problem might have been Skype. So I could see my levels in Skype and everything was fine. When we did this show, you always had to turn me up. And then like when I looked in the recording software that I used. For Skype recorder, my levels was always like crazy low, like at the loudest, like I could be yelling and it would go up like 2 bars.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So I was like, yo, something got to be wrong with this because, and now I got 2 blue snowballs for no reason at all because I could have still been using the old one. Right. So yeah, I went and I looked up some YouTube videos, and it's something about some virtual audio cables and voice meter and all this other crap. Like I don't know about all this, you know. And then of course, you know, I brought the lows down a little bit.
Right. So you put a little bass in your voice.
Put a little bass in it. You know what I'm saying? Put a little bass in it.
A little bit, just a little bit.
I had to match up with the beard. I still ain't cut my hair yet.
Okay.
So, so I put a little bass in it, and man, I'm chilling, dog. And look, okay, before we get into the show, right?
Okay, let's get it.
You named the show already.
I did, but it can always be this. My temporary.
It can always be changed,
right?
But the name of the show currently is Exposed. And I like to expose somebody.
Okay, bring it, brother. Let me put this time in. Go right ahead, please, sir.
This whole Keaton Jones thing.
What is that? Please enlighten me.
Keaton Jones is a little boy. A lady put up a video. His mom Kim put up a video.
Oh yeah, the bully, the cyber bully.
The bully. Like we spoke about it very briefly last week.
Okay.
Like in passing, we spoke about it.
Okay.
But turns out that whole thing is a money grab, and somebody went to her page, right?
What?
Somebody went to her page and took out all of the pictures of like her and the kids posing with an American flag and a Confederate flag. Is her and somebody else just holding a Confederate flag up, proud of that. The I stand for the flag joint. And and the one with she got the kids posing with the American flag and the Confederate flag, and she holding a pistol.
Not the kids though. Not the kids.
And then now look, check this. It gets even worse because like first of all, the first time I saw this, my man's in them posted was like it just posted those pictures and like be careful with who you supporting because they like a lot of celebrities and stuff like that. Like her it went viral. So a lot of celebrities and stuff was hitting her up. So like, yo, we can, you know, we want y'all to come hang out and all this other stuff, right? And then so someone posted that first, and it was bruh, you know, it was like, yo, you need to tell all these black celebrities that's reaching out to him, because like Snoop and Cardi B and like all of these like famous black people was like, yo, you know, wanting to show their support. And somebody was like, yo, you might want to holler at them and be like, yo, you might want to look at this this chick's profile. So, and then like, and so like that happened first. Then like some stuff started happening about her GoFundMe.
Okay, yeah.
She did a GoFundMe page.
Right.
And the GoFundMe page was supposedly like something like she wanted to do something really nice for him for like Christmas or something like that.
That's already 30 grand or something, right?
No, brother. No, brother. I'll get to that in a minute. Well, actually, let's talk about that now. She had a $20,000 goal. And as of the time that this one lady 6 hours ago took a screenshot, it was already at $54,113.
Wow.
Right. Then this dude, he's an MMA fighter, right? And his name is Joe Schilling.
Okay.
He's an MMA, he's a kickboxer of some sort. So he reached out to her. And was like, yo, I want y'all to come out. You know, I want, you know, he was on some not necessarily, but kind of the same kind of Make-A-Wish type shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like he wanted to reach out, you know, he's an MMA fighter. It's like, yo, I want, you know, he said he wanted to be friends, be cool with the little dude. So turns out, and then he posted a screenshot of their conversation.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then he said, you know, that she said that she thought it was that all of this stuff was an opportunity for her son, and that she's poor and she's not rich. And he said, but this seems to be like an opportunity for you. He said, this is an opportunity for you, not your son. You use your son's pain as a platform. It's really sad, and it's your son will suffer. It's your son that will suffer. He said, I'm no longer interested in being involved with you whatsoever. Shame on you. And her response is, what happened to us whites sticking together and helping one another against the predator?
What? Why?
Yes.
Why is that even like? Why? Number one, why is that?
And then he called her. You know, he called her the see you next Tuesday. He called her a dumb see you next Tuesday. And then after she realized that this might not have been what's hot on these streets, she said, please, can you delete that, please? And he basically said he reached out to them wanting to, you know, he was getting ready to fight soon or something like that. He wanted to invite them to the fight. And then he realized that she started asking for money. And then that's when he looked at the GoFundMe, and it's like, well, what does that GoFundMe have to do with your son?
Right, exactly. What does it have to do with him being bullied and him responding to it in that way? And that's weird, man. Like, again, people being exposed, right? so
and another thing he said, and this is from his post.
All right.
No, actually, no. This is from the lady who took the screenshots, and she took. There's a short video that the MMA fighter put out.
Okay.
And she put after research, I wouldn't doubt it if this if this entire story is made up. Two, if Keaton was partaking in some bullying of his own and it didn't work out in his favor. And three, he was being corrected and not bullied due to his actions that derive from what he's being taught at home, and he didn't like it. Or her Facebook page was public initially, and now it's private. Why? Because people were browsing and finding out who her family really is.
Right, man, that's crazy, dog. See, we were just
and it got everybody. Everybody was like, "Yo, this kid, like, yo, like." Everybody felt sorry for him,
right?
And even if, and the worst part about it is, here's the worst part about all of this: if he was really being bullied,
right,
if he was really being bullied and his mom is taking advantage of all of this stuff, it just makes it so much worse on him.
Exactly.
Like, do you know how much harder it's gonna make his life, especially like, yo, if they poor and they're around other poor people, and now the other poor people know you about to receive 50 G's,
right?
And it's probably more at this point.
Man, they better have security.
Yeah, it's crazy. So like, man, just stop. Don't believe everything that you see on the internet, even if it tugs at your heartstrings a little bit. Man, dig a little deeper before you start reaching in your pockets for this. I mean, like, really,
right?
It's not. I mean, it's just. It's not. None of this stuff is cool.
No,
like, it's not cool at all.
And I agree, man. And that's a really good sentiment. I mean, it's good advice. I encourage people, do your research, double check everything. Now, that being said, Mike, when I was in school, bullying only ended one or two ways, right? We're going to laugh. We're going to either laugh it out or we're going to punch it out. It's one of the two. But you ain't about to sit up here and try to punk me because mom ain't raised no punk. And if I went home if I went home and I didn't at least take up for myself, then I would be in trouble when I went home. So bullying, to me, bullying nowadays is cowardice. People are like, well, it's different. They have social media and stuff like that. Well, that only makes a difference if you give a rip what people care about you.
Right. And then like people are talking about bullying because some porn star killed herself because of being bullied.
And it's tragic when someone dies. Yeah, but again, man, where's the fortitude?
It's more tragic. It's more tragic when someone takes their own life. But like it's like I've been so far in my depression to whereas I strongly considered that I strongly considered, and I even I had it all planned out. I tried. I tried, I tried once. All of the rest of the time were cries for help. Let me clear that.
Let's be clear. Okay.
I gave it a good try once and I was stopped. And then everything else was a cry for help.
What up, me?
What's up, Slasher? Me. And so I know that feeling, and I know what it feels like to feel like so low that the only thing that you want to do is make your pain stop by any way that you can. And I know what it's like to want your pain to stop, but want the person that's making you hurt to stop you because there's a part of you that feels like that that person can heal your pain if they understand how much pain you're in and how much they're putting you through. And if they help you, then obviously they realize how much they care about you, blah, 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 whatever. I know what it's like to be in that pain. I wasn't necessarily bullied. I was teased a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I was teased a lot. And at one point when I was much younger, I was being bullied by a kid that was a little bit younger than me. And
really? Man,
and
go that way.
Yeah, I was the turn the other cheek dude. I didn't want to hurt anybody.
Right. You see what me?
How'd you go about deciding which way you wanted to go? Always been curious about that. Don't have to answer. Okay, so I had two plans. One, I was just gonna slit my wrist and call it a day. I mean, because at the time I was in so much pain. I was in so much pain that the pain that it would have took to slit my own wrist would have felt better than what I was feeling at that point. The physical pain was nothing compared to the mental pain. And I have resigned myself to go ahead and end this. I just felt so low. I'd never felt like that before in my life. My world crashed and I just wanted it to stop. Then it was I had my second plan And shout out to my man Tyrone, because my man Tyrone called me and talked me down. But I went to Walmart and I had bought some sleeping pills. And I was going to take all of those pills and then go on a little joyride on 64.
Oh, really? See, man. See, again, like, okay, so one,
but like I said, at the time, you're not thinking about how much damage that you're gonna do to other people on that road. You're not thinking about how much damage you're gonna do to your family, to your kid. Like you're not thinking about any of that. The only thing that you want to do is make that pain stop. For it, and like there was nothing like in the moment when you're in that mode, the only thing you want to do is make your pain stop. And it's like, it's I've come to grips with it. I've come to grips with it now. And even though I still have bouts of depression, and but it never goes that far.
Right.
But there's at the time, like the only thing I wanted to do was to make my pain stop. My world crashed. Everything that I believed about myself and my life changed in one instant, in one glance at a phone. Like everything I believed about my life changed in that instance. And I didn't know how to handle it. I had never felt like that before. I truly never really ever understood depression. And when people say that, that they have depression and stuff like that, I never understood it, because I was always like, man, just,
right.
Wipe yourself off,
right,
man.
Right, you brush your shoulders off and keep
brush your shoulders off, stand up tall. And to be honest, like it takes a lot to be the Scarfinger. Like it takes a whole lot. And the Scarfinger is really like me at my most turned up. And like I'm a completely different person in my quiet times. Yeah, rub some dirt on it.
Right, exactly. That's why I was giggling, because I saw it.
Yeah, like and like the quiet times is what bothered me, because my life, I spent so much time being the Scarfinger and like being a husband and being a father,
that your identity was tied to those roles, right?
My identity was tied to all of that. And when that was taken away from me, and like I couldn't be the Scarfinger while I was feeling that way.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I had no idea who I was. I just wanted it to stop.
Right. Well, you had been associated with that for so long. I mean, it's easy for you to lose your identity in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I had to do, like, it took a lot of therapy for me to just get to the point to where I understood me.
Yeah.
Like, because also I was arrogant. I mean, I was very arrogant. And I believed, bro. But I also was arrogant, and I believed I had all of the answers. You know what I mean? Like I believed I had all of the answers. Yeah. Like I don't need to go to therapy. I already know. I already know what I'm supposed to do. Like all of this stuff. I was forced to go to therapy. Like I didn't have a choice. And then when I went, it felt great to be able to like truly be yourself in that room. Like there's something very freeing about being able to talk about yourself and the people around you to someone someone that doesn't know these people and is not going to run and tell them. And you can say exactly what you're thinking, and not that sugar-coated version that you say to everybody else.
Right.
And when you're talking about yourself, like you get to drop that sugarcoat, because my therapist, both of my therapists, because I started off with a guy, and then I went to my current therapist, who I can't wait to go back and see. Oh, we got some stuff to talk about.
Some words needs to be said.
Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about. But like it's she would actually be like, And she would actually hit me with like, "Come on, like, you know
how you really feel."
No, it's like, come on.
Say it with your chest. Did she give you one of these?
Yeah, she was just like, "Come on, like you know, it's like that's." She was like, and she's a lot like me, and like in kind of the same way I do the same things that she did to me when I talk to Pooh Bear. When I talk to Pooh Bear, and Pooh Bear I'll be like, "Okay, Pooh Bear, what happens?" And she'll tell me what happens, and then be like, "Okay, Pooh Bear, that's bullshit. Here's why." And then I pick it all apart because I know it's been done to me so much that I know how to do it now.
Right.
And I always said that if I ever like wanted to away from this job and I wanted another job, I think I would try to be a licensed therapist. I would love to be able to help people the way someone helped me.
That's good, man. Giving back and keeping the process going. And no, that's awesome, man. So that being said, man, like this whole situation, whether it's a money grab or not, dude, I don't know. All I know is that it looks like it may be getting exposed for what it is.
Absolutely.
So and again, this is the theme of the show, y'all. So we got exposure. So now let's get on to some laughs because okay, Mike, I sang this weekend at church. Okay. And I realized while we were doing the song set that we, just as a people in general, don't really know all of our Christmas carols. Like you might know verse 1 in a chorus, but you don't know verse 2. You don't know verse 3, and don't lie to me and look me in my face.
It's like lift every voice and sing.
Right.
Like,
everybody got that first verse.
That's a song that we should know.
Right.
But we know that first verse. And even the real Black national anthem, Before I Let Go, like we know the words, but we know what we think the words are. We just waiting for the bridge.
Right, exactly. So we can get down. That's pretty much it, man.
Right.
When they start hitting you with the God of the weary years, God of our silent tears, you like a lot of people like it's a whole lot of mumbling going on at that point.
Yeah.
So
I did. I'm gonna tell you. I went through this, right? I went through this a couple years ago when I started doing rock band customs, right? When I started doing rock band customs, right?
Right.
I started doing rock band customs, and somebody came out with a Michael Jackson pack.
Okay.
And it is not until you have to karaoke basically Michael Jackson songs that you realize you don't know a word. Like you don't know none of it. Man, I was like almost every song I was singing, I was like, that's what that is. Like every song. The very first time I was just like, really? Like for real. Like for real. If you think I'm joking, sing Rock With You in your head right now.
Right.
Outside of Girl, Close Your Eyes. What is the rest of it?
Get into you. Yeah, man. Don't try to fight it. See, that's one of my favorite jams. So I could probably karaoke that one okay.
Yeah.
But most people can't. You're right.
But you mumble through that song for real. And then like I can't remember. There's one that I sang and I cannot remember which song it was. But I realized I ain't know none of that. Like Billie Jean, I knew most of it.
Smooth Criminal is a tough one.
Yes,
Smooth Criminal's tough, dog.
Smooth Criminal is tough to read and say in the cadence.
Yes. Yeah, if you ain't familiar with that next word, you're gonna get behind rhythm and you're gonna get the points and you're gonna get off. So
yeah. I cannot remember what song it is. That's gonna bother the crap out of me. So you go ahead. Like, yeah, it's one of those things that is like songs you've been singing for years. Like the T-Pain thing. T-Pain recently came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lady named SZA did the same thing. But somebody had sent T-Pain and tagged him in. They were singing "Buy You a Drink." And it was like, like what's after that?
And then I'm gonna take you home with me.
No, most of us say ooh wee. But he corrected the world and said, no, it's actually and then.
Yeah, and then
I did not know. It was ooh wee to me. Like, I didn't know it was ooh wee.
Ooh wee, you threw
ooh wee in there. Yeah, it was ooh wee.
You thought it was a Charlie Wilson.
It was ooh wee to everybody on Earth, except for you, It was for everybody else. It was ooh wee, and then he said, no, it's actually and then. And then he said the all I do is win. I don't know if you know all I do.
Yeah, all I do is win. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, and and everybody hands go up and they stay there and they stay there and they stay there, up, down, up, down, up, down. Actually,
me say team ooh wee.
Exactly, it's ooh wee. I'm still saying ooh wee. I'm not saying then. No, it don't even sound. And then don't even sound right. It's
ooh telling a story. It has to be and then. And then.
No, it's ooh wee. It's team ooh wee. Just like Beef said. But it's it was. And then T-Pain said, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah. Like I was like, wait, no, and they stay there and they stay there. Like that's where it's supposed to be. and then there's a song by this lady named SZA. There's a song called The Weekend. And the whole thing about the song called The Weekend is like she's sharing a guy with someone else.
Oh, okay. And they only get to see each other on the weekend. Word up. Got it.
Yeah. And he's like, you deal with your stuff during the week. I'm the weekend. You got that. I got the weekend. That's me. I got this. But a lot of people had pretty much said that was like the side chick anthem.
Okay. I can see that.
She came out and and there's a line in the song that people have been saying wrong, and it's is my man is your man. I heard it's her man too. So technically, it's three women.
Yeah, it's the side. Yeah,
it's three women that she knows of that's involved, and it's not just I'm sharing this dude with her. Actually, I'm sharing this dude with an additional her.
Man, it's crazy
as far as I know. So like a lot of people hold that as a side chick anthem, but actually no, he's a hoe.
Pretty much. That's basically the point of the story, man. But yeah, dog, like, look, y'all, learn your lyrics. Listen to music on Google Play. If they have lyrics, or I'm sorry, Amazon Music, if they have lyrics, you can tap the button at the bottom and swipe up, and the lyrics will start scrolling. So learn your lyrics, man. Don't be out there looking crazy.
Absolutely, because Christmas songs be having some weird stuff because all these Christmas songs were like made like years ago.
Yeah, they're like grim fairy tales, dog. I think a lot of them they wanted to scare their kids so their kids would behave right and go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of that stuff is crazy, man.
Yeah, like and then like the best Christmas song of all time, right?
What's that?
Silent Night. Now. Silent Night by the Temptations, like that's don't fight me. It's the most they hit you right here. Yeah. Now the best Christmas song unquestionably is Merry Christmas Baby, because there is no version of that song that isn't awesome.
Okay.
There is no version.
I might be able to find you one that's not awesome. I might be able to find you one that's not awesome.
There is no version of Merry Christmas Baby that exists that is not jamming.
I heard it. It's not jamming. It's not bad, but it ain't jamming. It ain't jamming.
I ain't never heard no version of Merry Christmas Baby that is not slamming. It's not. Right. I ain't never heard it. Like if you heard
listen to elevator versions, that's okay. We'll get you there. We will get you there.
There's an elevator version of Merry Christmas Baby.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It does at least have that groove.
No, that's why I'm saying no.
Okay, all right, fine. There is no spoken version of Merry Christmas Baby. There's no spoken version of Merry Christmas Baby that isn't jamming. But you listen to that song and you can't even tell me that you understand what Blue is talking about on that song, because he's just got the like, you know, look, you know, like
it's deep.
Like, I don't know what he's saying. I'm just making the sounds like he's making the sounds.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, okay. We back to Silent Night.
Like, I don't know what he's saying, but that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, man, I could do the high part and the low part in that song, but that is both the extent of my ranges at both of those ends.
And the best part of that song, the most underrated part of that song, right?
Silent Night by the Temptations, y'all.
The best part of that song is the extra long sleep.
Yes,
when he goes sleep. Like he just kind of slides that in there,
right in, and then take that heavenly way up. Yeah, boy, they don't know about that. They don't know about that.
He just slides that sleep. Like it just slides right in there, and I was like, "You right."
You right. What's funny is that I mentioned that at church on Sunday on because we were singing. I'm like, you know what? Because we were singing "Hark the Herald Angels Sing." That was a Christmas song we had to. And I'm like, look, I love this time of year because I'm only about to listen to 2 CDs this Christmas. I'm about to listen to the Temptations Christmas, and I'm about to listen to Sounds of Blackness. 2 completely different Christmas sounds, but that's what I'm about to listen to.
So here's my Christmas playlist is composed of 4 things.
All right, what you got? Bring it.
4 things.
Meef, tell us your.
Is that whole Temptations Give Love on Christmas album?
Oh yeah, man. Cause this Christmas.
That one. Is Soulful Christmas, which is cheating. It's cheating.
Okay, that's a collection, right?
Yeah. Only problem with Soulful Christmas is there's a couple of New Year songs in there, and you just got to let me go ahead and skip those. But when that, bruh. Does your soul just warm up when you hear that Mahalia Jackson? Like that, your soul just warms.
I don't know if I've heard the Soulful Christmas though.
You
I
need
heard
that.
some tracks from it, but I don't think I have.
No, holla at your boy. I got you.
Okay.
But that Mahalia Jackson just does something to you. And you know what? I'm like with Pentatonics, he's put Pentatonics for the win. With Pentatonics, I'm like how people were with Creed. When Creed was jammed until they got famous, and it was like, nah, I'm cool. Pentatonics was great when I'm the only person that cared.
Right. Let me see. Is that just me? Okay, I heard you. You were skipping for a minute. I thought maybe it was just me. Go right ahead.
But okay, the Soulful Christmas, and then Jackson 5 Christmas. Gotta get Little Michael on there.
Okay.
Jackson 5 Christmas is that one song with Jermaine, man, that him and his girl like will be together on Christmas, and that's an instant skip. Like it's an instant skip, for real. Little Michael, I like Little Michael for that.
Okay.
Jackson 5 Christmas.
So I don't know if it's me, but I am really hearing some feedback, like you like hitting your waves.
Just said it too.
Yeah, it said okay, so yeah, he said chopped up real bad, and I don't think it's guys. I honestly think because the video is still going fine, I could still see him. Maybe you might have to pause that or stop that real quick, but it sounds like you're speaking through a fan a little bit. Simpson say to someone clone Scar. No, we're working on it, dog. We're working on it.
It still sounds like that.
It still sounds like that. I don't know what the problem is, man. Because you were good for a minute.
Let me switch straight to Snowball.
Yeah. So Meef says it's just you, man. So I don't know. It could be your voice meter. But new things happen when the man is breaking in a new PC, man. What you gonna do?
All right, I switched to straight Snowball.
Yeah, you good.
Okay.
Here, let me get you turned up, but keep talking. You good?
So is that one, like I said, the Jermaine song is not what's hot in these streets. Like,
okay,
we can't mess with Jermaine.
No, we can't fool with Jermaine on Christmas. Like,
we can't mess with Jermaine like
we ain't got that much time. We ain't got that much time.
and then I go back to the other Temptations album, the first Christmas album, but you only pull off one song. That's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's the only one that you pull off.
Yeah,
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Like that, it just had. They added such a groove to it. Like you can't deny that song. Like
no, that song is legit.
It just fits. So that is my Christmas playlist. Now I do have James Brown Christmas and some of that other stuff, but my playlist is basically that. I can add some James Brown. There's some James Brown stuff around, but I can't really mess with James Brown stuff all the time. So
right. Well, I always gotta play every year. I always gotta play "Let It Snow." I jam with "Let It Snow." Let me tell you what I did. Okay, so all right, we'll move on to that.
"Let It Snow" came out when I was in like the 7th or 8th grade. So I knew the song.
Yeah.
And then we had a school dance, right? We had a school dance, and I had a little girlfriend, and so we dancing and stuff like that. And then "Let It Snow" comes on. And I know the words, but I'm scared to sing it. So like I'm dancing and
if you don't hit the notes right, it ain't gonna be right.
Yeah, but I was just scared to sing it, so I just kind of mouthed along to the song. And my girlfriend was looking at me funny, and her best friend is that loud best friend that's like
the one that ain't got no man.
The one who ain't got no manners.
Oh, okay.
And man, she clowned me about that for the rest of the school year, dog.
Wow, so much Haitian. That's the thing. I always grew up singing, but I never
all up in the dancery.
Look, I could sing, but I never sang to girls, man. That was always lowbrow. I never, even though I could sing.
Bruh, let me tell you. I will tell you. All right, so I was in chorus once. I was in chorus for a little bit. It was around the time in middle school where you just kind of, if you weren't in band, you kind of moved through all of the different stuff while they were trying to figure out, what you wanted to do.
Yeah, where your crew was.
So like me and another dude, like we were the only two dudes in this chorus, right? And this is when the Boys to Men album was jamming.
Okay.
And both me and him went back and forth in chorus singing "Please Don't Go."
Oh, okay.
Listen, like they were swooning, dog. Swooning. Bruh. We had them. Like I had a girlfriend at the time, but that day, I could have
single.
Pick of the litter, of the litter, dog. Like I could have had it. I could have had anything I wanted in that room that day.
See, man, man, I just never really did it, man. I always try to develop game outside of that. That was always my challenge.
I'm way more comfortable in a more chorus setting.
Right, of course, a lot of people are.
Except for when I'm slightly inebriated singing on Rock Band.
Right, slightly. All right, okay. So let's break this out because I want to get into this because I think they're gonna enjoy this, man. All right, Mike. You know what I'm exposed on, dog? I clearly love my dogs. My dog a lot less than other people in their neighborhood love their dog. Hey, what's going on, Keith?
Bro, did you see that video?
What video?
Bro, there's this video, right, of this brother. And he's dressed up in a suit and he's walking around in this like little dog park or whatever like that. And he has $100K cash in a suitcase, and he's walking up to people offering first he offers them a G. Then he offers them 10K. Then he offers them 100K for their dog.
Wow.
And most of the people said, hell no.
Hell to the no.
He even opens the case
and shows them the money.
Shows them the money.
Show me the money. Oh, I wish I had this.
Right. I was waiting for that. He shows them the money and they said no.
Interesting.
No. They straight up said no. Like only two people said yeah, but he just went up. It's a video of like it's a dude just walking around like a parking lot or something like that. Be like, hey, that's a nice dog. Like, would you sell it to me for a G? Like $1,000? Or how about $10,000? And he was like, I got $100,000 right here in this case. All I want is your dog. You have a nice home. I just really like that dog, and I would like to buy your dog.
Let him do that in the hood. Let him do that in the hood.
Like, there you go.
See you, Roscoe.
It'd be like a cartoon. All you see is the case going pew, and the leash hanging in the air for a second before
it'll be out, dog. It'll be out. Hey, thanks, Slasher. Slasher said he just got a YouTube 4K update, and he says we are pretty handsome. Appreciate that, dog. Appreciate that. You know, dude.
Yeah, I know. I don't even if my hair ain't cut, I'm still, I'm fucking dashing.
I mean, if you want to say so. I'm getting closer to your beard, though. I'm getting there. I'm getting closer and closer.
I don't want to cut it like this.
And this is brushed down. Like when I pick it out, it's pretty long, man.
Yeah, I don't want to cut it. Well, first of all, like my girlfriend is in Alabama for another week, so I ain't got to. But I don't really want to cut it. I kind of want to see how far I can get this to go.
All right. So the whole reason I brought up the dog thing, because on my way home tonight, Scar, before I came home and finished setting up the agenda, set up the live show, I told you I live in a neighborhood, and there are about 500 or so homes in this neighborhood, right? Man, why was there an older gentleman walking his two little chihuahuas in a baby stroller? A baby stroller. Gee, I don't love my dog that much. Clearly, I have been exposed.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. Last I checked.
You about to say what I was going to say.
You're supposed to walk your dogs and literally walk with your dogs so they can go to the bathroom.
So they can get some exercise.
They can get some exercise and they can go to the bathroom. What's the point of walking your dogs in a stroller? It makes absolutely no sense at all.
Oh my gosh. Hey, I wish I was not driving. Hey, what's up, Jay? Hey, I wish I was not driving because I would have stopped and taken my camera out and took a video because the dogs were just laying up there like this, looking all regal and stuff, like that head was up, like they were looking out and trying to take a picture. Just looking. I was like, what is going on? Like, I clearly do not love my dog that much, man. And I am just baffled.
You just roll past the dog, and the dog just sitting there, chin up, throwing up dog signs like.
Right, exactly. He was like, I'm just like, man. I was like, dude, I clearly don't love my dog that much, man. I clearly do not love my dogs that much, man. And I feel bad.
I don't love dogs. I don't love dogs at all. So,
so that's the type of neighborhood I live in, and I'm looking at that like, wait a minute, are you serious? Did I just see this? This dude is pushing his dogs down the street in a baby stroller. He's a grandfather age person. So clearly he probably didn't still have a baby stroller just laying around. He probably legitimately got a baby stroller just for the dogs. So yeah, man. Hey, what's going on, Double A?
Now, here's what will make it worse. All right, here's what will make it worse. So you go past Grandpa pushing the dogs in the baby stroller. If the dogs were strapped in, we have all the problems. We have all the problems.
I'm trying to think back.
Throwing up dog signs.
It was amazing. And the thing is, like the dogs, they looked used to it. Like they were calm. Normally if a dog is like new to something and they're being moved along and they're not doing the motion themselves, they're like looking around. No, they were just like I said, yeah, what up? They were just like, yeah, this is my neighborhood, dog. And there's two little chihuahuas, man. I was like, oh my goodness. Double A joined us, man. It's crazy, man. I would love to know.
Be like, I see you, human.
Yeah.
And then put the little piece of the paw up. I see you, human.
I see you, human.
I see you.
Simpson said those dogs might have been show dogs. You know what? They weren't cute enough to be show dogs.
No,
let's just be clear. You're not cute enough.
Let me show your ass walking. Because I'm not pushing you.
Let me show you how the sidewalk works, dog. Let me show you how the sidewalk works. yeah.
But that's true. But it's mostly true for cats.
Right. Double A says if aliens ever came, they would think we are servants of animals.
Yeah, because I mean the old saying is true. Dogs have owners, cats have staff.
That's pretty much it. That's why I don't like cats. That's why I don't like cats.
I love cats. I love an animal that just be like, oh, I see you over there.
Yeah. What up, dog?
I ain't studying you.
I don't need you right now, so I ain't gonna pay any attention to you right now. That's basically what cats are. It's on a need basis. They come be like,
let me get up on some treats.
Yeah, let me get up on that bowl of food, dog. Like, get up off me, man. I know you just why are you licking me? I know you just threw up a fur ball. I do not need that on my face right now. So but yeah, man. So like I said, that's why I was exposed to it. Also, Mike, where I was also exposed, I'm gonna expose some movie critics, man, because people up here really, really critiquing this Justice League movie that I went to on Friday after work, and I thoroughly enjoyed. Like, I went in with zero expectations, and I enjoyed Justice League. So there it is. I'm out there in the open.
Okay, I didn't hate Suicide Squad.
I didn't hate it either. I think it took a little.
And I didn't
agree with.
I didn't have. Okay, Batman's versus Superman's. I did have a little bit of issues because I watched that. It has some subtitles that I couldn't read because I was watching on a bootleg and it was from another country. So when they were speaking in a different language and the subtitles was in a different language. So I missed that part of the movie because I had no idea what they said.
Yeah. No, I understand. Guardians 2? Keith says Guardians 2.
I ain't synced it.
I like Guardians 2. Double A says Margot Robbie with the starry eyes. Look, I agree.
I ain't really, other than my white girl, I ain't really about that white girl life.
Well, no, let's be clear. You're not about that. You're not about the slender girl life, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know your taste.
She ain't got enough ass. But like that's definitely, like if you ain't got no ass, I need you to have some really good up top. If you ain't got no up top, we ain't got nothing to talk about. We ain't talking. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
It's game over, huh? But yeah, man. So here's the thing, y'all. So no spoilers whatsoever because I hate giving out spoilers. So I will say this. There are touches in this movie where the tone has not been the classic DC tone. It's more of a Marvel-ish tone, and it's the variety of cast members in this particular movie is really well done. I like the foundations they have laid. It does feel a little hasty just because it kind of has to be because they're packing all these people in who don't have their own stories on the big screen right now. And so, but with that being said, the people that they lean on who were established, they do a really good job. And man, it's a good movie. There are two stingers. There's one in the middle of the credits, and then there's one at the very, very, very end. So stay. If you go see the movie, stay to the very, very, very end. And it sets up even more. So so yeah, I just said, look, man, I enjoyed it. I think you might.
I think I probably would enjoy it if my Cody was working. But
you're right. You're right.
I ain't paying no money to see nothing. I ain't really paying no money to see nothing DC.
Look, sorry. I got out mad early from work. I had a matinee. I hit a matinee with the reclining seats that you could with the reserved theater.
I can't do that no more, dog. I can't. $10. I can't because I almost went to sleep on Guardians of the Galaxy 1 because that was the first time I was in those reclining seats and they too comfortable, dog.
They're comfy.
I almost went to sleep on Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Like, I mean, I love that movie, but like I could not stay awake. Like I kept drifting because those seats was way too comfortable, dog.
Oh yes, Amif said rip Exodus on RIP Exodus for Cody. Yeah, man, I went out there and tried to get some movies. Dog, nada. Because I was like, maybe I can watch it at the house. I don't have to go spend money. Nope. So I went and spent money. And Simpson says he'll be hitting up that Star Wars on Friday, skipping work and everything. I ain't mad at you, dog. I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you. But I'm not super into Star Wars. Like I came to Star Wars late. So I'm not in it. I'm not in it from from the 70s. Like, I watched the Star Wars movies right before episode 1. I watched the other 3 right before episode 1. So like that doesn't shape how I feel about the prequels.
Yeah, and it didn't really set with you for many, many years like it did with other people.
Right. I still think episode 3 is the best movie so far. 7 just leaned on 4 way too much. Way too much. There was way too many notes of 4.
Well, it had to. I don't know. I think if I have to list my favorite, I think it's the Empire Strikes Back, man.
No, see, I just don't.
That's the second one, right? Double A.
I don't have
right. Give me right, dog. Give me right. That's
it is.
4, 5, right?
It was 5. Yeah. I don't have that love for it because I crammed them all before going to see episode 1. So like I don't have that love for it that y'all built over years.
See, the thing is, my love for it isn't like Vlad's hammers. You know what I mean? Like Vlad's hammer is on a completely different level. Like he has made it a point for the last 110 episodes consecutively to talk about Star Wars every OFR, at least in one news topic somewhere. So I like it, but I'm not like Yoda's my main Damie. Thadios and I have had a discussion about Yoda.
Let's be honest. Seeing Yoda actually get busy in the prequels made me a Yoda fan. That made me a Yoda fan. Like I was always like, okay, it's the dude with Miss Piggy's voice that he talks backwards and he's little and he has Miss Piggy's voice because I mean, let's be honest, that dude doesn't have much range. Because the same dude does Miss Piggy, it's the same voice.
Well, it's all good. I ain't mad at it. Now, Double A says he saw Star Wars in his under rules back in the 70s. So I ain't mad at him either, man. It's just
did you just put the L in under rules? You said under rules.
I said
under RULES. Like it sounded like you say under rules.
No, I didn't say rules. No, because I say rules. It's different. But no, man. So. And Double A said he's carried his son to see Awakens. He planned to do the same thing with The Last Jedi. Man, I do want to see The Last Jedi.
I wanted to take Pooh Bear to see Awakens, and her step grandfather took her like right before I was going to take her, and I was like,
man.
But instead, I went to see Pitch Perfect 2, and that was greatness.
I still ain't seen any of the Pitch Perfect movies, and I want to watch them because
you should.
I know I would really like it because I love music.
I'm buying them for Pooh Bear slash Harry. I'm buying them for Pooh Bear for Christmas. I'm buying the Blu-rays.
Nice. I need to get some. I want a good collection. And Double A says, why does Yoda limp around like that? Why does he limp around when he can flow like that? I don't know, dog.
Because he's old. He's old. And okay, so how it was explained to me. Is that the cane is his normal state of being because he's an old man. But when it was time to get busy, he put that force up in him. Yeah, and that sustained him through the fight. And then like as soon as the fight was over, he went back to the cane and went on about his business.
Right.
So let the force sustain you through this. And well,
I know we're gonna hear it because Jason has some arguments regarding Yoda and thinks that he's like the worst person in the universe of Star Wars. So I know I'm gonna hear that. And then finally, man, Darrin had a story about this guy named David Barton, who I've actually was trying to find the video, but he was talking about slavery, man. And I want to get into this because it's the last topic we got for this evening because we only got a few minutes left. And he was saying that David Barton mentioned that, yeah, man, talking about, white people don't really get enough credit for, bringing the country out of slavery. And I was like, well, I've said many times that we needed people with actual legitimate power to say something and do something to make progress. But he just kept going on and talking about, no, man, people should be great. And then this is what Darrin was telling me. And I'm just like, well, he wouldn't have been in that situation had it not been for certain things happening. But Darrin was just like, no, man, and he's just like gaining all types of traction. I tried to find it, so I have some videos out there, but man.
But on a different level though, right? You could say that everything that we accomplished here after slavery we probably could have accomplished those same things where we were in Africa. And Africa wouldn't have been as depleted as it is.
So? Because I mean, you would.
I mean, they pretty much they took the people and then they raped the country, like the continent. So like, would all of that have been the same if they didn't get over on those people and took all of those people away from their homeland? Would their homelands be able to flourish?
I see what you're saying. But I think so. Here's the thing with that. A lot of people say that, but I always look at what drives a society are the tools that it has, and the tools that it has are created by the people that it has. And so but here's the thing with that. Do you think the Industrial Revolution could have happened there? Because even now in our current state, many countries in Africa are still considered third world, under industrialized, right? Underdeveloped.
But that's what we think about Africa. Like, do you actually know? Like, when you there was this. I watched this TED talk, and there was this lady, and she was actually African, and like she was like, she put up pictures and like, when you think of Africa, this is what you think of. And then she was like, I'm from Sierra Leone. This is what Sierra Leone actually looks like. And it looked like a normal city, just like any other city.
Right. But Sierra Leone actually has a geographical advantage that most others don't, because Sierra Leone, if I'm not mistaken, is on the northwestern coast. So it's a coastal region. So
right. But it's like what we think about when we think of Africa is not what Africa actually is. So when you say, do you think the Industrial Revolution would have happened in the same way? Maybe. Like,
it's a possibility.
We'll never know. Oh, but, yeah. There's an update. I just saw somebody posted this. I guess
I do see those Colorado stats. Go ahead.
The GoFundMe page for that lady, for Keaton Jones's
mom,
got put on hold. She got $58,000 just left hanging because they froze that junk.
Wow.
GoFundMe froze that junk because she was trying to hustle the system and she got caught.
Exposed, man. Look here, man. Just go through life being honest. That's all. I mean, that's simple code to live by. Simple code to live by. Yeah. But Mike, I mean, like I said, it would be interesting just to see how that goes, with conjecture and everything. But I don't know, man. I'd be interested to see. I really, really, really would. But that being said, man, look, man, I don't have anything else. Do you have some shout outs you want to get in? Or if not, because we're going to roll up out of here. Otherwise.
Man, shout outs to the chat, man. The chat was live today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because normally like Samson Simpson is pretty much here by itself. Right. Maybe it might be some trickle. Might be a little bit of trickle here and there, but usually Samson Simpson is sitting in here really doing all the talking by itself. And I think it's really I think it's awesome to have people back. I think but you do realize what happened, right?
What's that?
We stopped talking junk about 45.
You're right.
Everybody came back when we stopped talking about 45 for a few weeks. But hold on, wait.
Yes, yeah. I agree with Double A. Like, yeah, I agree with Double A. Life is harder out there, man. Like I said, so it would have the tools that would have been created would have been necessitated toward their way of living, and so I don't know. I think we
also
could have got there. Could have been different.
That struggle could inspire invention.
Yeah, it could have created something great. But again, like that's why I like speaking with Dr. Gallardo and stuff, because she's an anthropologist, right? And it's more like a cyber anthropologist looking at the tools and stuff that people use in order to progress. And that would be something that I'd like to have a nice, good, long conversation with her about, because that's real interesting. So, on the Africa note, I was doing the Dream Team live yesterday, and Rashani said that he was, I think Rashani was catching a little bit of a contact because he was in Seattle for PodCon, and Jay Smokes. So, right.
But he wanted to create a shirt that says African Amazing.
African Amazing. Okay.
Instead of African American, African Amazing.
Nice.
And he was like, I want to do that. And I was like, my girlfriend got a silhouette machine. I can get my shirt first. So while we were doing the show, I kind of typed up, yo, can you make this shirt for me real quick? Can you put Scarfinger on the back? So I might have an African Amazing shirt real soon.
Word up, man.
But yeah, man, shout out to the chat, man. We appreciate y'all. Like it's cool to just sit here and just rap a taste, but it's a lot cooler when y'all in the chat doing y'all thing, so that we can do ours. And we really got like way off topic with all of this stuff, but it's much better to get off topic with y'all chiming in.
Oh, absolutely, man. Look, I appreciate it. So by name, everyone who showed up in the chat, and I think I try to put it in by order as I see people pop in. So shout outs to Derek, aka Detroit Slasher J, aka Meef J, my boy Simpson, aka Hercules06 up in the chat, Keith, aka Rogue Spear, Jason, aka Jay O'Malley, and Double A himself, whom we just had on last week. Many shout outs to my boy Darrin, my dude Darrin. Look, man, shout outs to OFR and everybody who mentions us. I believe Gaming Husbands, Gaming Vessels. Like, there was a lot of gaming stuff we didn't even get to this week. We didn't talk about the Video Game Awards, which I want to talk about next week. We didn't talk about PSX. Nope, not tonight. We had an hour already. We're gonna do that next week.
How many times did you say WTF during the Death Stranding?
Dude, during Death Stranding, you saw what I put in the chat. I said this Hideo Kojima has to be the most obtuse narrative I've ever seen in my life. Had no idea what was going on. Why would you show that? It's clearly all out of context. If it's 5 hours into the campaign and I should know what's going on, then why don't you give me something earlier on in the campaign that helps explain this world and this universe so I understand what I'm looking at? I don't understand that. Bad decision.
How about show us some game?
Maybe.
Some actual gameplay.
All right. Man, it's something else, man. But look, again, shout outs to everyone. Thank you so much. Shout outs again on my boys at OFR. You know, we got Slasher and Jay O'Malley up in here, and everybody was shouting me out. I've been listening to them boys and stuff, man. They're awesome. Keep me going. Shout outs to Game Investors for finishing their first season. They're going to be back after PSX because they were out there visiting PXS. My boy Joe Fongul was actually out there taking pictures and playing some VR games and playing games and getting information. So I look forward to them coming back for season 2.
Yeah. Oh, last shout out. Shout out to Unreasonable Fridays. It's a podcast I've been listening to. As former TWIB contributors started their own podcast.
Is Aaron Freeman?
Yes.
Oh, I love Aaron, man. He is hilarious, man.
Yeah, but you know something? Like, he really, like, listening to him, like, it's been a while since I've actually heard him speak. Man, he reminds me so much of Rob. Like, man.
Oh yes. I can hear Unreasonable Fridays. Okay, word up. Yeah. Well, I'll put that in there.
They do have a very not safe for work show.
Right.
There is more of like a sex thing, but yeah. So like, but there's a gaming show, there's an other show, and then there's the sex show. Those are the 3 that I've heard. The last ones of each I've heard recently, and I really like that show. I like Aaron Freeman. Yeah,
Aaron Freeman. He is pretty good, man. So everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back in your ears again next week and really gonna just clown about some of our games of the year, man. We're gonna talk. It's gonna be might be a little bit game heavy. We'll try to sprinkle in as much other talk as we can, but it might be a little game heavy. But we definitely got to talk about PSX. We got to talk about drunk people on stage and how they don't need microphones. We definitely got to talk about PSX. Nope. Save it for last week.
Like, fix your teeth. Like, you got Sony money. Why does your teeth look like that? Why it look like you just you just chew on old chains in your downtime? Like, bro.
Talking about Sean Layton. See, you bogus, man.
Bro, it looked like he just chewed like he'll just go outside. You know, like, what's that coach that goes outside before each game and eat some grass?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I can't think of the name.
Yeah, it sounds like he does the same thing before every Sony event, but he go out and he grabs some rocks. It was like,
all right, leave him alone. All right, y'all. Hey, we'll be back in your ears and in front of your eyeballs again next week. Thank you so much to listen to Facetious 101.
His teeth look like somebody had just yelled free lunch to his teeth. Like, they all just
focus, man. Please, man. Y'all have a good one.